Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Lourdes, and today I am working on my triceps. Triceps seem to cause many women distress, especially once they hit 45, 47, 50, 55 years. They get a little bit annoyed by the movement and the fat that seems to deposit in that area for many women. And so you typically possibly have seen someone maybe waving, and for some reason there's a lot of movement on that upper part of the arm even seconds after the person has stopped waving. So that's pretty common. I think we have all seen
Exercise
that.
ring closed.
Thank you. But it is one of those annoying things that are hard to address. It's sort of an isolated sort of exercise that you would have to do for that area. And so today I am working on those triceps, and this exercise is very helpful, not only for the triceps, especially the long head of your triceps, but also the upper back, the core, your glutes, even your hamstrings and your quadriceps are doing some work, your shoulders. It is just a great overall exercise. It doesn't require much movement, but it has to be very slow, very even, and very focused. The main thing is you're not really lifting, but you're pulling almost. You're pulling away from the machine and in front of you. And you are to keep your elbows as close to your ears, your head as possible. So you don't want to flare the movement like so, but you want to do this number, okay? You're in front and you're slowly, very gently, very carefully and focused. You are pulling away from and you're extending. Now here's the kicker. Right before you complete your movement, you're going to separate these guys, okay? There are two sides here, of course, left and right. And right before you complete your movement, you're going to separate those two, like so. Almost as if you had plucked one hair and then it had a split end and you began to separate or split that hair. That's the same concept or idea behind separating these two guys, okay? So you're going to keep them nice and tight together, elbows close to your head, but right before you complete the full movement, you are going to separate them. And that is going to be your biggest gain for your triceps. You're going to develop beautiful triceps if you do this type of exercise at least twice a week. And this is what is called the overhead cable tricep extension, because you are extending your triceps, okay? The name of the exercise sort of is pretty right on. Okay, so let's see how we do this. First, we are going to put one of our feet. I think that I will get started with my left. I am going to place it against the base of the stand-up machine, okay? You want to make sure that your things here, left and right, they're kind of even Steven, okay, same length. You have one foot against the base, and then the other one, you're going to do so, right in front, because you're trying to balance your body so that you can make that movement without tumbling or falling, right? Okay, so here's the left, here's the right, okay? You want to make sure that your body is fairly straight and that the length of both sides of the rope are even, okay? Because if you have one that is much longer than the other one, that's really going to make it difficult and throw you out of balance. Okay, so now that you have your feet positioned, now you are ready for the movement. So you're going to bend a little bit forward and you're going to bring the ropes forward and open the ends, okay? Then you slowly, gently go on the negative, and then you bring it forward again and you separate the ends. You're separating the ends of the rope and you're doing it again. This is number 3. Okay? We want to keep again the elbows as close to our head as possible. 4. 5. 6. And 7. Very good, very good. If you did this exercise right, by now your triceps and your shoulders, they are on fire. Okay, let us do the other leg now, okay? So now I am positioning my right foot, and hopefully you can see this, okay? I am positioning the right foot this time against the base of the machine. I am grabbing one end of the rope, grabbing the other. I am making sure that they are even Steven, okay, they're the same length. I am balancing myself with the help of my other leg, the left one now, and make sure that it lands in the same position as before with the other foot, okay? So we always want to be uniform. Now that I am straight and I have the same length of my rope, I bend forward a little bit and I pull forward and I separate the ends, okay? So slowly, gently, I do it again. I pull forward and I separate the ends. I slowly go back with my arms. I pull forward and I separate the ends. That's number 3. I am keeping my elbows close to my ears. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And honestly, my triceps are on fire.